Welcome to Commission Thursday, where every believer is the salt, every believer is the light of this world. Thank you for coming and tuning back. We're excited to share more information on how you can be part of this journey as the missions department. Today we'll be sharing a verse from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 6 and 7. And it says, "And these words which I command you today shall be in your heart. You shall teach them diligently to your children, and shall take of them when you sit in your houses, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, when you rise up." Here we get to see that Moses instructed the Israelites that they will meditate on the word of God day and night in their houses, when they're sitting down, when they're standing. And here we have been given a mandate as the believers, that we should make sure this word of God get to every single particular institution, learning institution to be particular. So I invite you today to take that step. Come and plug into the school outreach, where we get to go to this learning institution and make sure that Christ is known. We make sure that we pass that which we have received from Christ to the younger generation. If not us, then who? If not you, then who? So I invite you to come, plug in. The thing that God has done in your life, it can be a hope for a younger person. The lessons that you have learned, someone else in campus can learn. Someone else in high school, in primary, can be able to learn. If we allow our children to be taught by this world, if we allow our children to be taught by the systems of this world, then we are failing as a godly generation. It is our responsibility as believers, it's our responsibility as the youths, as the mothers, as the fathers, grandparents, to make sure that these children are taught the ways of the Lord. So welcome, come and partner with us in the school outreach ministry so that we can be able to take this gospel of Christ to every learning institution. So how can you plug in as a young person, as an older person? We have different schedules and different timetables, and sometimes it can be tricky because you're working. But because we have opportunities even on the weekends, we invite you to come and minister on a Saturday or on a Sunday to these young people. There's so many people around us who are young. There's so many people around us in campuses who do not know Christ. But you find we live with these people. You find we interact with them, even in church or in the different spaces that we are in. What are you doing as a person to make sure that the Christ you know, a younger person knows? What are you doing as a mother that your children will walk with the ways of the Lord? Here we've seen that Moses told them that your children should know of this word. When they're at home, kids come for holiday. What initiative are you taking as a parent to make sure that your children know the ways of the Lord? So we invite you to come and share this gospel that changes lives. And it will be such a beautiful thing to see that somebody you preach to is now a minister of the word. Somebody you preach to is now a doctor, and is not only a doctor, but a doctor who knows Christ. So we have an opportunity to impact the next generation, not just in knowledge, but even in the word of God. Because you as a believer who is working somewhere, if it's not the word of God that you're imparting into the world, what else are you doing? So we invite you to come and join us. And we hope that you'll have a lovely week. We hope to see you. Bye.